Hi Godspeed. This channel is against the current view of the astronomy. It's astronomic. It's about astronomy, but it is against the Big Bang. And I want to tell you that we can go to the stars. The stars are close, and they are not like our sun. Okay. So, but to have some believers on my part, I will explain to you how I can with my English science. Do you to understand that I know science? Okay. So let me explain to you this formula, Leibniz formula. And kinetic energy is 1.5 mass time velocity. You see, and kinetic energy is movement energy, like in cinematograph means moving pictures. So kinetic energy, this is the first wrong thing, is a mechanical movement. It is not electricity. Electricity was discovered after Leibniz died. So Leibniz did not did electricity movement. Kinetic energy means a movement of mass with velocity. Half of it is kinetic energy, like, and it is the second way of calculating movement, mechanical movement of Newton. These cases are singular cases. You put two kinetic movements, two masses, two velocity, like two balls that hit each other in the air. You understand, like this. Each one has a kinetic energy, a trajectory, and mass velocity. The cases are geometrical or these forces and this kinetic energy. There's rectilinear case and circular cases, both of them, and you can treat many objects. So this is what you will understand. This rock has a mass, velocity. You throw it in a wall. You have a kinetic energy or release energy. But I can hit with many objects, like with my voice, like this. My voice hits this with a kinetic energy and a mass. And for you to understand this, I put for you this dynamite in the mountains. This dynamite, when explodes, it is conformed to mechanical movement, has a mass per volume and a force of impact, a kinetic energy. A kinetic energy is also of impact, like from in a gravitational system or not. You can treat the gravity acceleration or not. So now electricity appeared like this after this guy died. Okay, so now they are believing that Einstein and came to Einstein. They say that this rock, you put it in a scale, let's say has 1 kilogram, you multiply by the c square, you find out the energy, the electricity that it is in this rock. This is false. This is false. You see, if I pull this from these wires, you can put this in a scale, and if you put this in these holes, okay, electric holes, like in a socket, okay, you see that it is varies, the field varies. You have 100 grams and the electricity varies. You see, you can vary it. 1 hour of electricity, the same mass. So now what Einstein did, if you have this kinetic energy, you already have it. So what Einstein did, Einstein wondered himself, this light has a kinetic energy, not electricity. This is the first source of confusion. Einstein did not calculate E equals mc squared, like you take this mass, you multiply by the speed of light, and you find out the electricity in it or the electric field in it. Because you can electroshock this, you obtain many frequency. If you electroshock it, you understand, of material. So Einstein wondered himself, I put for you to understand this laser. This laser hits with a mass. This is what Einstein wondered. what is the relation between kinetic energy of light movement and the impact. So like you treat to this body, one hits another like this, okay, I have two rocks here. You give to one a kinetic energy of movement, and this will impact another one, it will give some movement. 1.5. So you have cases, a rectilinear casing like this in a circle, because you vary the angle of impact and it varies the so Einstein wondered himself if light does this. If you shoot with photons in a wall like this rock, you give some kinetic energy, not electricity, kinetic energy of impact or movement. So if you shoot with a laser in this paper, can you make it move? You understand what Einstein asked himself? So now I'm telling you that you cannot have two equation. Kinetic energy, you can apply it at the speed of light also. You have a mass of the photon, many masses, many pieces of the mass of the photon, and you multiply it by the velocity of the speed of light, 300 kilometers per second. You cut it in half, you have the kinetic energy. Why should you have another equation if only if this equation is not functioning anymore at the speed of light? So if the light hits with the mass but not conform to this equation, you understand that the reality is packed with two different equations. One that it hits with the mass at the normal bodies, and one that it is only valuable at the objects that move at the speed of light. So this is what Einstein calculated, the kinetic energy of impact of a mass that moves at the speed of light. You understand? Because the electricity is another, and I've told you, you cannot put this here in a scale and you find out what is the electricity in it. Conform to Einstein, 100 grams multiplied by c square, you cannot, because you can vary the field, and you put it 1 hour field, 2 hour, you vary the field. Look, in a merge of that material permits, you can vary, you can destroy the material with a bigger frequency. So the mass does not have electric field, you understand? So this is what I told you. So if light does not have mass and it moves, there are movements, mechanical movement, but without mass. There's absorption and emission of pure energy and movement of energy. It's like it moves, but the energy moves without hitting with mass. When it has some contact with another material, it's absorbed but without having a contact, mass contact, to give a trajectory of movement in a circle or rectilinear circular. You understand? So I put for you this Tesla coil for you to understand. This phenomenon was discovered by Hertz. You make some circuit, and they discover that you can capture this. So there is a field that it moves. This is the radio. You hear this guy. You can modulate this and you produce radio, and you captivate, because there is a relation, like a trigonometric relation between this light field, you see, like it has and the notes of the voice, of the frequency of the voice, a similar geometry. So this is the radio. You modulate like this, you capture it and you multiply it. This is the radio. And Einstein wondered himself, these radio waves, these are light radio waves, have energy in it, electricity in it, yes, but they hit with you understand? So this is everything I wanted to tell you in this video. At the speed of light, it is not interdict by the kinetic energy to reach the speed of light. You put 1 kilogram like this and you find out what is the energy of release. It is not any contradiction with Leibniz equation. You can have a bigger speed of light. It is not saying that you cannot accelerate it. It is saying that when you hit a wall, you will hit it with the speed that you have and the mass that you have to find out the energy release. So this is, let's say, about Einstein, okay, what they are saying wrong. I didn't want to make this. I'm saying like T science, coffee science, all. I'm not filming myself perpendicular. This is the way I want to. But I want to tell you that the stars are close and to not be like crazy in your eyes. To understand that you understand physics and in a deep manner. But the stars are close, small. They are not like our sun, and we cannot see the universe. Only inside our galaxy. And the galaxy has stars. Goodbye, God. That's why I started this channel. I don't need money. I don't like, share, and subscribe. But I don't need anything else. Okay. Goodbye. God bless. So it hits or hits not with the kinetic energy of movement, light. We do not know. I believe at this hour. And Einstein is just partial true, maybe. Goodbye. God bless.